With Strider's skill in the wild, the party safely reached the ruined towers of Amun-Sul. It had been built in the first days of the Great North Kingdom, and it was said that Elendil himself had once stood there, watching for the coming of Gil-galad out of the west in the days of the Last Alliance. But the great tower had fallen into ruin long ago, and little remained of it but a broken ring of worked stone, overgrown and tumbled down. Gandalf was not there, and with the light failing, the party resolved to stay the night. There, in the dark, the Nazgul found them. Surrounded and facing 5 of the terrifying wraiths, their only hope, to fight back and pray that the Ranger can return in time to save them from the servants of the enemy.
Hello and welcome to Striding Edge Games. I'm Boris.
And I'm Julian.
And we're back at Weathertop.
We are.
Mission 9, if I'm counting correctly, of our Quest of the Ringbearer campaign, which is very, very exciting. We've had one Weathertop, but what about a second Weathertop?
What about second Weathertop? Indeed.
If you haven't caught up, Mission 8 was an added mission. It was the Grey Pilgrim and the Black Riders, I think I got that right, from the 2005 Fellowship of the Ring Journey book. Added it in because we had a Weathertop finished.
Yeah, I mean, it would be
rude not to. Spoilers, Gandalf won.
Yeah, pretty. I mean, it was close, but like, I mean,
yeah, I think he had it in the bag, but it was close. It went down to 1 combat at the end. Really fun game if you head back and watch that. But we are now leading back to the regular Quest of the Ringbearer missions, and we are at Weathertop. 4 hobbits have just finished cooking, attempt to have some evening supper, and
nice
inadvertently
crispy bacon.
Drawn 5 wraiths, enemies of the servants of the enemy rather, towards them, and there's no Strider to be found. Unlike last game, we're swapping back to our proper sides, so I will be taking on the ring wraith again, and you will be taking on lovely good side.
Yeah, the hobbit.
Do you want to run us through the mission real quick?
Yeah, it's a straightforward kind of mission. The wraiths want to kill Frodo. That's it. And the Fellowship want to kill all the wraiths.
Yeah, which we've experienced wraiths a few times now. It's not as hard as it sounds.
Yeah, it sounds scary, but actually,
especially now you have a Strider on your side.
Yeah, he's pretty beastly.
And I don't have any horses, unlike Bree.
No. And Strider's more beastly now as well. So
this edition. Yes, it's probably worth noting, the edition change, we probably have added it in, said it a fair few times now, but we are now in the modern edition, the new edition, second edition of Middle-earth, whatever you want to call it. So from Bree, Strider and the Fellowship in general have had a bit of a glow-up, I think the kids say.
Yeah.
Sam's on 2 attacks.
Sam is on. And he's got his frying pan.
Has his frying pan. Strider is now resistant to magic.
Yep.
Has the Ring of Barra here. Has a hand and a half sword.
Yeah.
I think it was already quite a tough mission for Evil.
Yep.
It's more interesting.
Also, it's worth pointing out that heroic strength doubles your strength.
Yeah, geez.
Which means Aragorn suddenly goes to strength 8, which is wild.
Whereas before he could only go to 7, so he goes to wounding wraiths on a 4.
Yeah.
He decides to strength against them.
And it'd be 2 hands. 3.
Yeah, it's pretty wild. He is a fight higher than even the Witch King, but that was true last edition anyway, because it was 6 versus 5, whereas now it's 7 versus 6. That's not changed.
All of the hobbits are worse fight than a ring wraith anyway, so that's
no real impact.
That's not an issue.
Magic-wise, the wraiths have had their spells clipped a little bit, so there's no sap will anymore.
Yeah.
The Compel and Transfix are on a 3 now, which is potentially
better.
pretty good.
Though Compel's not as good as it was, because it doesn't transfix you at the end.
Yes, sadly. So it's going to be an interesting one. We kind of... It's almost kind of gamey, but I think you have to play this campaign as a linked campaign. We are anyway. Looking ahead, next mission, if we get there, who knows? But next mission...
Spoiler alert, maybe.
Most of the good heroes don't start with might. They just don't have might because they've had a long trek from Weathertop to Rivendell. So, being slightly meta about it, there is no negative to you spending every single point of might on the board.
Yeah, you don't want... There's no need to kind of reserve that.
No.
And Frodo also has no fate.
He has no fate, so and he has full fate at the moment.
But the others do have, they get to keep their will, they get to keep their fate.
Yeah, it's just Might and Frodo's fate that are worth burning. Interestingly, I think possibly for the first time in Quest so far, we have lowered starting stats for the good heroes. So Frodo is on 1 will. He's on full Might, fate and wounds, but after Nazgul and Bree, he took a bit of a beating magically and in combat, and the recovery rolls weren't enough to cover the deficit. So for once, Frodo's actually on a lower starting will, which might be really, considering Sap Will's now gone, that might be really beneficial for us. Who knows? Mission bonuses, because Good won the Gandalf at Weathertop mission and Nazgul at Bree. I shot myself in the foot there because I was playing Gandalf, but hey ho. The standard mission bonus is that Aragorn turns up. Well, standard mission rules: Aragorn starts off the board from the second turn onwards on a 4-up, I believe.
It's a 4-up, yeah.
He turns up on the board at the edge of the board and then can act normally. Because you won, it's a 3-up, so that's pretty good, to be honest. If the Nazgul won at Bree, it's a 5-up. Which is actually, that's quite a significant downgrade.
That's quite a big difference.
Yeah, but 3-up, so he's basically pretty much going to turn up quite soon.
But you haven't seen me roll yet.
Well, that's true. Yeah, we can bank on some good Julian dice rolls. And we decided, because the linked mission with Gandalf at Weathertop was linked to the Wizard Duel mission from earlier in the quest, we decided that it will impact, if you haven't watched the last mission, it will impact this one because Gandalf won. He's left some good aura around. And the bonus for that is that he gained the first Hobbit to resist a spell gains an extra dice for free. So along with the magic, they're actually getting 2 dice. So the ring race are tired.
Plus will they might have.
Plus will. The ring race are tired or something like that. Mission special rules. We have the Cry of the Nazgul, which is the same as all the previous missions involving it. -3 courage, 1 turn when I choose. And Flaming Brands.
Yeah, so all the Hobbits but Frodo.
Yes, and Aragorn.
And Aragorn have Flaming Brands, which means that when a combat is won by the good side, other than Frodo, the evil side backs up D6 rather than 1.
Yep.
There's also a rule that Aragorn can actually throw his Flaming Brand, which is handy. It's a throwing weapon. If it hits, the Nazgul's just set ablaze.
Yeah, instantly set ablaze.
Which
no
is
roll to wound.
Pretty good.
That's pretty great. I think, it happens in the movies. I will say, thematically, I think this is the first... Bree was great, and the board was awesome. I was really happy with the board. But Weathertop, I think, is the first big combat set piece in the Fellowship. Yeah, that's really exciting. It's one of one or two really iconic.
Well, in the movie, it's the first combat bit, right?
It's probably one of 3 really iconic scenes in the Fellowship movie. I'd say Weathertop. You've got Weathertop, Moria, and Amon Hen. I'd say for me anyway. So it's really exciting to finally be at Weathertop. We have talked a little bit about the hobby involved in the frankly ludicrously large-sized resin chunk, but we'll go over that another day. And I think that's basically it.
Yeah.
Predictions?
I think, well, having faced up to Ringwraiths quite a lot now, I think this is going to be a tough one for the Ringwraiths. I think they can do it. I think maybe the Witch King and the Morgul Blade, maybe that's where you need to get to.
Yeah, we didn't mention that, but he does have the Morgul Blade this mission for once.
But once Aragorn's on the table, I think all bets are off because he can just shut down a Wraith. He can shut down 2 Wraiths. He can probably take 3 Wraiths.
He's going to turn up soon, and from turn 2 or 3 onwards. So I basically have 2 turns to try and do as much damage as possible.
Yeah, if you can pick off Merry and Pippin, then it means the Hobbits have less kind of flexibility. And
that's a good point. Or maybe just drain your will, or drain your wounds and fate for next mission. Or drain your wounds. If I can drain your wounds in particular, that would be great.
Yeah, and there are 5 Wraiths, so you do have quite a lot going on to start with.
A lot of magic. Well, it is a narrative scenario, so good go first, or good gain priority. In this edition, we've decided that that just means good go first. You don't get to choose first scenario.
I think, the actual rule says that they have priority, right? normally you'd then get to choose who has priority. So
I think you can choose.
I think, I mean, I don't know. I think the scenarios are balanced in such a way that it probably wouldn't, be a good idea in certain ones.
Yes, no, probably not. But some of it might be great. Well, which way do you want to? Who's going first?
Oh, I mean, I'm going to keep the priority.
Okay, you're going to keep the priority. So we'll go into good movement, turn 1. And just before the first turn, deployment-wise, the 4 hobbits have deployed in the centre of the board, or rather Frodo has to deploy bang in the centre, and the 3 other hobbits deploy around him. Evil, we get to put our race anywhere around the edge, so we put 3 on this side, heading through the arches, and 2 on the other side, just going to push through and maybe try and surround the hobbits. On to good moves.
Okay, for the good movement, the hobbits have backed into a corner. They're maybe heading for the stairs to kind of get away from some of the wraiths. And they're going to be, well, obviously, they've got ring wraiths coming, and it's on to the evil turn.
First ring wraiths movement. This one, who's just on the left of the screen, has moved down from the archway. He couldn't see Merry. So he's stopped where he is, and he's going to try a compel on 1 dice to compel Merry into combat with him. Cast on a 3 up. Oh, that is a 4. Merry has resistant to magic, and
he gets a bonus dice.
Yeah, from the mission bonus, so he gets 2 dice to resist.
So we're looking for a 4 here. Let me do it.
There you go, on a 6. We have, however, drained that free bonus will out, so that's not too bad.
Yeah.
The second Wraith has charged down as well. He's also going to try a compel to bring Merry into combat with both of them. If he fails, he will, however, just finish his charge into Merry, so at least he'll get into combat with him. Single dice on compel, 3 up. A big 6. Okay, you get your 1 resistant to magic.
All right, the single resistant.
Don't you dare. I mean, this is on track, so we'll just finish our charge into him. Third to move, the Witch King has moved up. He didn't have the range to charge Pippin, but he's going to try the same trick as we tried on Merry. Single dice compel on a 3 up. We cast just on a 3 up, so it's unlikely, but let's see what Pippin rolls.
Yeah, and Pippin's resistant to magic.
Oh,
also resists it.
Fourth Wraith, following up the Witch King on the right of the screen there. We're going to try something different. We're going to try a Drain Courage on Samwise Gamgee, because we might be having some courage checks later on that we can force. We're going to put 2 dice on it on a 4. Okay, we get it on the big 6. So
Oof.
1 resistant, and are you going to spend any of Sam's will? He has 2.
I think we're just going to go with our single resistant here. We need to get a 6.
6 up, yeah, don't you dare.
Okay. It's the opposite.
Finally. Okay, so Sam's courage immediately worsens by 1. Finally, we're going to go back to our old tricks. The last Wraith has stepped in just next to the Witch King, and he's going to try and compel Pippin forward. Single dice on a 3 up. Only just get it. You need 3 to resist this.
Whoa, Pippin, come on.
Hey.
No.
Okay, we finally get 1. And on to the combat. There's no heroics, because only Merry and Pippin are in combat. But Merry's just over here in combat with 1 Wraith, and Pippin, unfortunately, has been compelled forward, is in combat with the Witch King and another Wraith. We are on to the good player's choice of which combat goes first.
And the start of the combat round, we're going to go with Pippin's combat to begin with. He's taking on the Witch King of Angmar and a Ring Wraith.
This could be bravest companion in the making.
I think Pippin's going to lead off.
Sure.
Let's see how we do. Come on, 6. Oh, it's a 3.
Halfway there.
Dang.
The Witch King and a Wraith roll at the same time.
Oh, so close.
Only a 3, but we do win on fight value. So Pippin gets nudged back. 2 strikes, strength 4 against defense 3, still 4s. Oh, okay, we get 1 wound. He does now have 2 fate, mightily, but you are dead unless you pass at least one of them.
Yeah. So let's go with the first one.
You're all good.
He's
Big
good.
6. So we strip a fate off Pippin.
And then following up, we have Pippin's cousin Merry versus a single Ring Wraith this time.
Just looks like 2, but there is actually only 1 in combat there. I'll set the bar this time. You have to beat a 1.
Oh, yes.
Oof, no.
Get there on a 4. Okay, with Merry having won the combat, his mighty strength of 2 means that we're looking for 6s and then 5s. Oof. So come on, number 6. Oh, it's close there. We did it the wrong way around just because it's easier to film this way, but with the Flaming Brand, the Ring Wraith is going to back up D6. A whole 6 inches.
Okay, let's see where we want to send him. And with that big 6, the Wraith got knocked all the way back to the stairs over here. He didn't like that Flaming Brand. Reasonable result overall. We did courage and a fate to the Fellowship. On to turn 2, we'll do priority. We'll start with evil.
Oh, it's a 1 for the evil side.
Sounds about right.
And then for good, oh, we get a 2.
Okay, your choice of priority.
And for the good movement phase, we're just continuing to sort of Hobbit turtle. Frodo's climbed up, he's got a bit of high ground defensiveness, and the other Hobbits are just kind of clustering around trying to keep him covered. End of the movement, we're rolling to see if Aragorn comes in, and this is on a 3-up with the scenario bonus. It's a 2! Oh, the Ranger isn't here yet.
Okay, first to move is the Wraith that got beaten by Merry last turn. He's just stepped down back into the ring, as it were, and he's going to 1 dice compel. We're going to carry on trying to get these Hobbits out of position. 3-up. Okay, nothing there. Next we have the Wraith on the middle there on 5 will. He's going to try and charge Sam. We're not going to mess around with the compel stuff. We're going to do 1 more dice on Drain Courage on a 4-up. Yeah, we get it on a 5. So Sam going to resist.
Yeah, he's going to resist just on his free one. Oh.
Next, we have the Witch King at the top in the middle there, drawing his blade. He's going to join the combat against Sam, and he's going to throw 1 dice on a transfix. 3-up. Don't get it. I had 2, so unfortunate, but he just finished up the charge. Finishing up, the Ringwraith on 6 will has just charged straight into Merry. No spells want to try and save the will. The Ringwraith next to him on 5 will is going to charge into Pippin to complete the trap. But before that, just before he gets into combat, he's going to try a transfix on Samwise again. 3, yeah, we get it on a 4. So free resist, but how many? Are you going to spend any dice?
I think I'm going to take the free resist, and I'm going to spend a point as well, because this could be good. Free resist. Oh,
you cast it. Do you get the will back?
I do.
Oh, Sam doesn't.
Jammy Sam.
Yeah.
Into the combat phase, we have quite a complicated little combat here. Sam is fighting the Witch King and a Ringwraith, and Pippin is also in base with the Witch King and a Ringwraith. We're not calling any heroics because we need to keep the might. I think Sam's going to kind of leave his friend out to dry and fight 1 Ringwraith, and the Witch King and the other Ringwraith are going to fight Pippin. In terms of order, I think we'll start with Merry's combat.
First combat, Merry versus a Wraith, 1 dice aside. Let's lead off with evil. 4, it's respectable.
It's a 4
Can
high.
you beat it?
Come on, Merry. Oh, it's a 2.
Okay, so he backs away. 4's to wound. Oh, it is a wound.
Yeah, Merry's going to have to spend 1 of his fate points. Oh, he's going to have to spend a second fate point.
Oh! First kill.
Oh, with that unexpected result, we're going to move on to Sam's combat. Maybe he can do something. We'll lead off with Sam has 2 attacks.
Wow. Oh, a 2.
And a 5.
Can we get the big 6? Oh, is that the tray? We're overexcited? No, not on a 2. So Sam wins that one.
And okay, we'll do the Flaming Brand after Sam's made strikes. His 2 attacks, he's looking for 6s by 5s.
Yep.
But he does have some might in the bank. Ooh. Oh, he could spend 2. It's not worth it. I think on that, if it was a 5, we would have spent it, but no. So, how far does the Ringwraith back up? 4 inches.
Okay.
Respectable.
Final combat, we have the Witch King and a Wraith against poor little Pippin. 2 dice, we'll set the bar. Okay, 5 high, it's not 6.
All right, come on, Pip.
Ooh,
no. I think I saw a 6 for a second there.
2 strikes on 4s. Oh, neither wound. That is lucky. Pippin's only got a fate left.
Skin of his teeth there. And on to the priority roll. It's a 5 for good. Oh, and a 1 for evil.
Okay, nothing to do there. Good move.
And for the start of the good turn, I think we're going to have to make some charges. Pippin is going to take a courage check to charge a Ringwraith, or 2. Oh, and he loves it. He's rolled an 11. Next up, with one of his friends having been stabbed brutally in front of him, Frodo is going to get involved. He's going to charge as well. He's on normally courage 4, but with the Ancient Evil, he's courage 5. And he also is very involved in this. It's an 11 again. Finally, Samwise Gamgee, who's had his courage drained, is going to charge the Witch King of Angmar. And skin of his teeth, Sam has managed it. Nice. And there, with the good movement complete, we've got 3 hobbits taking a kind of risky gamble in combat. is the Ranger going to turn up? It's a 3-up. Oh, yep, he's here. 6. And here's the Ranger, just appeared, ready to charge in.
And evil moves. 3 out of 5 of our race are already locked up in combat, so we're going to use the 2 at the back who got pushed away. The one on the left with 4-wheel is going to try and transfix Sam in combat because he's a scary little hobbit nowadays. 3 up, big 6. Oof. Okay, are you going to resist?
Yeah, I think I'm going to take a resistant and I'm going to spend one of my dice.
Yeah, sounds good.
So, the resistant to magic. Oh my, Sam. Oh my. And the extra will? No. Okay, so he spent a will, though.
At least we make you minutes spend a will. And that Wraith, having failed to transfix Sam, has just moved forward and he's stood directly in front of Strider. Next turn, hopefully just acted a little bit of a speed bump, so Strider can't make his way around the corner too fast to help his friends. Finally, we have one more Wraith who is on 2 will, and he's just going to try a transfix on Sam as well. And casting on a 3, no, on a 2, so that fails to go off.
And with the end of the Wraith movement, we're moving on to one tiny little bit of shooting. Aragorn's going to throw his flaming brand at the Wraith, which has moved towards him. He's hitting on a 4 because he's come on, so he counts as moving. That's just a failure. That's the end of Aragorn's flaming brand. And with the start of the combat phase, Sam is going to call his free heroic combat, because Frodo is in combat, so I'll have you, Longshanks. So we've got to start with that one. Sam's 2 dice versus the Witch King's single dice. Let's go, Sam.
Mighty Witch King of Angmar.
Oh, no.
Okay, so we roll a 2, but we still win.
All right, Witch King's won that. Sam's got to back up.
Single strike, 4s to wound. Well, we do get a wound on Sam.
All right, we will take that wound for now and hold on to our fate points.
Next, we have Pippin, another 1-on-1. The Wraith rolls a 3, not great. Can Pippin beat it?
Peregrine. Oh, no.
A 2.
He's on a 2, so the Wraith wins it.
4s to wound. Oh, there's another wound against Pippin. He's got 1 point of fate left.
Pippin's got his 1 fate. Oh, he saves it.
So he's down 2 fate, and he is fateless.
And finally, we have Frodo versus a single ring wraith.
1-on-1.
Do you want to go?
4.
What's a 4 high? What can the Ringbearer do? Oh.
Frodo's lost the combat, so single strike needing 4s to wound. No, not on a 1. He's safe for this turn.
And with that somewhat inconclusive combat, we're onto the priority phase. So I'll start with good. I got a 4 there, and what does evil roll? That's a 3.
Okay, on to good movement. At the start of the turn, I think this is probably a good turn to call the Cry of the Nazgul special rule. So that is a blanket -3 on top of the -1 from Harbinger of Evil. So -4 courage to all the good models. Hopefully we can use it to stymie a couple of charges. It's probably our last chance. So we'll lead off, I presume, with some good charges.
Yeah, I think we'll start with Aragorn, who is courage 4 normally, but now is on -4. So he's looking for an 8. So let's see if he can charge that ring wraith. He's got a 6. He's going to spend... Aragorn's going to spend his 3 point of might and 1 of his points of will to make this charge. That will get him to 8. And Aragorn finishes his charge in combat with that wraith there. He's wrapped around a little bit, so he's closer to Frodo. Next up, we've got Samwise. He's had his courage drained twice, and with the cry, he needs an 8 on his courage check. But he's fine. He makes that charge on a 9, straight into the Witch King. Now, to make some space, the Ringbearer is going to charge as well. He's normally courage 4, and with the -3, he's on courage 7. So let's see what he gets. Ooh, he just does it. A 6 and a 1, that gets him in. Finally, we have Peregrine Took. Unfortunately, he's courage 6 normally, which means we're looking for a 9 here. Let's see how we do. He's all right as well. It's a 10 up. So Pippin is going to charge the Witch King.
Evil movement, quite astounding level of good courage there, but I guess it's thematic. We have 1 wraith with 2 will left who can move. The only combat he could join would be Aragorn. I don't fancy it, so we're going to try a transfix on Frodo to stop him heroic defensing later in the combat phase. We'll spend 1 dice on it on a 3, and we roll a 1. That's classic. And into the combat phase. And we changed our mind. Aragorn's only fighting 1 Wraith, hasn't used his free might yet. So we're going to tag the Wraith with 1 will left into Aragorn. Just makes a heroic combat that slightly bit more difficult, and maybe keep Aragorn away from the Hobbits for another turn, and we can try to make some progress against the Ringbearer.
All right, at the start of the combat phase, this is it's a big one this turn. We're going to call a heroic combat on Sam, which is going to be free.
Yeah.
We're going to call a heroic strength on Aragorn, because I don't fancy his chances versus 2 Wraiths. And Frodo is going to call heroic defense.
Because he's fighting 2 Wraiths on his own.
Yeah, so the only person that's spending might is Frodo. He's got to spend 1 might for that heroic defense.
Yep, sounds good.
So with that, we go straight onto the heroic combat with Sam and Pippin versus the Witch King.
The Witch King of Angmar. Let's set the bar with the Witch King. You have to beat a 2.
Oh, I love it. Come on, Sam. Oh, it's a double 1 for Sam. Can Pippin save this debacle?
Yes, he can.
Yes, he can.
There we go. Bravest companion right there.
Yeah. We'll do the brands after the strikes. So Sam's got 2 attacks. He's looking for 6s by 5s. Oh, nothing there. Should have done the frying pan.
Yep.
Now Pippin.
Oh, if only he had might.
If only he had the might. And now with the flaming brand, the Witch King backs up. D6, and it's a 4.
We then have Aragorn versus 2 Wraiths. We have the body advantage, but not the attacks advantage.
Or the fight.
Yeah, let's set the bar for you. So we have to beat a 3 on 3 dice.
It's
Can you do
unfortunate.
it? Triple 1. Oh, no.
No. With Aragorn having called a heroic strength, it means he's actually wounding these Wraiths on 4s. So let's just see how many wounds we get, and we can work out who we kill. Ah, that's easy.
Both of them.
Both of them. And finally, we have Frodo versus 2 ring Wraiths. He has called a heroic defense, so I think I'll roll Frodo's. Let's see how he does. Oh, he's on a 3. It's not great.
Okay, 2 dice from the Wraiths. We do get a 3, but also a 6, so we do win. Would be 4s, but now 6s to wound. Oh, 1 out the tray. 1 is a 1 and a 4. So we would have, that is a wound we would have done, but the heroic defense saves Frodo there. And that is the end of the turn. There are only 3 Wraiths left on the table now. We do have the Witch King, but it's looking a little thin on the ground. Let's see what we can do into priority rolls.
Yeah, I'll start off. Oh, we got a 1, so it goes straight to evil without even rolling. So I guess I'm going to be calling some heroics.
Yeah, we'll go into the next turn.
With priority going to evil, Aragorn called a heroic move. It caught all of the hobbits in range, and they each charged a different ring wraith. Aragorn successfully charged the Witch King. He passed his courage check, no problem. Pippin and Sam charged 1 ring wraith, and then Frodo failed his courage when trying to charge the last one. So he actually had to spend his last might and his last will to make that charge. But hopefully this will be the end of the game if it goes well. So at the start of the combat phase, we're going to call a heroic combat on Aragorn, and Sam gets to call his free heroic combat. Frodo's out of might, so sadly can't do a defense. We're hoping that we can have a little bit of a daisy chain going on, so we're going to start with Aragorn's heroic combat versus the Witch King, and Aragorn is going to use his sword with both hands.
First heroic combat, and we have the Witch King. He's got 4 will left, but he's against the heir of Elendil, who is 2-handing.
He's going to 2-hand.
Okay.
We've got to do it.
Balls to the wall. The Witch King will set the bar on a... Ooh, there's
he's
the
got
crown.
The 6.
Got the crown, 6. So
oh, this could go badly. Okay, Aragorn, 3 attacks. Ooh, he's got a 5, which goes to a 4 with a 2-hand, but he's going to spend 2 might to go back to a 6. With that, the Ranger is out of might, but has won the combat and is going to make strikes against the Witch King. With his 2-hander, he's looking for 5s here. Oh, and he just does it. He gets 1, so the Witch King is dead. And with the heroic combat successful, Aragorn has squeezed in through that gap and is now in the combat between Frodo and a ringwraith. Next, we have Pippin and Sam versus a single ringwraith. Do you want to lead off?
Let's see what you have to beat. Oh, a 5. That's not bad.
Ooh,
Okay.
that's not great.
3 attacks back.
Yeah, I mean, Sam's got some might, so let's do Pippin. Oh, he's on a 3. And Sam's 2 dice. Oh, he's got a 5. He's going to spend a point of might, obviously, and go to a 6.
Yeah,
so we win.
Otherwise, you'd lose on fight value.
Yeah. And with that, and with the play from Aragorn moving in behind, that Ringwraith is trapped, which is going to be a lot of extra strikes.
I believe in the Wraiths. Come on.
Yeah? Okay, we'll start off with Pippin. He's got 2 strikes. He's looking for 6s by 5s. No.
Not a double 2.
Okay, Sam, he's there for his master. Let's try it.
Oh, out the tray.
We got 1 6. We got 1 6 and 2 out the tray. Oh, we got 2 6s.
Blimey.
Okay, now we're looking for 5s. Oh, and he's done it!
Doesn't even need the might. That's double 6 and kills a Wraith. And with the heroic combat, Sam and Pippin join the last combat, which also has Aragorn and Frodo in. So 4v1, I don't see the issue. I'm sure the Wraith will do fine. Let's set you the bar, possibly one final time. I mean, it's just the dice know it's
That's
up.
perfect.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's a 1.
so Sam...
Oh, yeah, he wins it. Pippin wins it, or Frodo wins it. Go on.
Yeah.
Pippin wins it, and Aragorn.
And then Aragorn just comes and just dumps.
Also wins it, yeah.
Cool.
Okay. It's not all bad for this Wraith. He isn't trapped, so that isn't doubled.
Yeah, I mean, that's not too unfortunate for him.
You have a point of might with Sam, and it's 6 by 5 with all the Hobbits.
Yeah, come on. Okay, let's do Pippin. Nope. Frodo. Nope. Okay, Sam has got a point of might. Nope.
Can Aragorn
All
do
right,
it?
it's down to the Ranger. He has been two-handing, so we're looking for a 5 here. Oh, and he does it.
Gets it on the 6.
And that's the last Ringwraith gone. And thanks to the actions of Frodo's companions, the Wraiths are driven off. Unfortunately, it seems that Frodo has been injured in the fight and has taken a wound from a Morgul blade. And that's that. That was a tight game at the end there, I thought. Yeah, it seemed dicey for the Fellowship for a little bit, but I think Aragorn turning up and some, crack Hobbit assault squads.
I think, to use a sports term or a football term, it was a game of 2 halves.
Yeah.
It was a bit cagey, almost kind of skirmish-like for the first 2 to 3 turns. And then as soon as Aragorn was moving on the board, it was like, okay, we've got to wrap this up as fast as possible.
Puts a lot of pressure on.
And then it all suddenly fell apart, which, I mean, that's Aragorn. That's the dice for you. And you're also up against, as we've talked in quite a few of these now, you're up against that 7-wheel, 10 for the Witch King.
Just slowly ticking away.
Ticking clock.
Yeah.
You cast a couple of spells. I mean, I don't think I ever cast a spell on more than 1 dice just to try and give me as many turns in combat as possible.
Yeah, and you were still, no Wraith, well, one was going to disappear, but
died to Aragorn.
But no Wraith actually popped.
Yeah,
because
which
of
is
the will.
The will of evil, yeah. So that's actually unusual. Quite often 1 or 2 do. I think you're resistant to magic rolls were
through a lot of 6s.
Yeah. Although to be fair, I also rolled a 1 or like a 3 or a 4 to cast on a 3, and then you equaled it, which isn't that crazy, but that was mental, the amount of things you resisted.
I think it was a bit dicey there where Merry died, but I mean, up until that point, you attempted spells on him 2 or 3 times, and he resisted them all.
First turn, I tried 2 or 3 compels across the board and did nothing. The only spells that seemed to go off were the Drain Courage on Sam.
Drain Courage was pretty big,
which is really cool, but then it became. He just passed his courage check anyway, so he was braver for the sake of it. But there you go.
But yeah, so it was a fun game. I mean, how do we feel playing the Amon Sul scenario on Amon Sul?
I mean, it's just how it's meant to be played, right?
It does just, I mean, it's, yeah.
We had to say, we kept stopping filming and just being like, it just looks so cool. We've just been sending photos to our friends, as we've been filming. It's been great.
Yeah, I mean, obviously it's a bit of a, purchase that we're going to have to find ways to use it.
To justify it, to friends and family.
But it's just a great model, a beautiful piece of Forge World work.
Historic as well. It's 20 years old by this point.
Yeah, almost. I don't know how. I think there's possibly 2 versions, but yeah,
maybe
this is a sort of more recent
Middle Earth
cast.
Strategy battle game historians might be able to let us know. If you do know, let us know. But yeah, that was great fun. I think I really enjoyed the scenario. It's one that we've played
A couple of times.
Well, yeah, a couple of times over the past couple of years as we've been talking about Ringbearer, just because when you kind of open up the book, you're like, oh, what do you fancy just throwing dice for an evening?
And what's like the most thematic kind of fellowship battle?
Yeah, and it's, well, as we were saying, it's Moria, Amon Hen, and Weathertop.
And Weathertop.
But Moria and Amon Hen require actual warbands worth of enemies and a Balrog and all that sort of thing. This requires 5 Wraiths and 5 good models on basically a 12-inch circumference, diameter, whatever you want to do.
Yeah, I mean, I think with the extra rocks, it's basically 14 inches-ish.
Yeah, but it's a small playing surface, and it's an interesting, very magic-heavy, high defense, but only 1 wound, no fate, versus big heroes and hobbits. It's a fun, asymmetrical, it's a very asymmetrical matchup. So it's one we've definitely played a few times over the years. Not over the years, but over the past year or so, we've played a few times, just partly out of playtesting, but partly just open it up and play it. We've been trying to say in these videos whether or not we'd recommend a particular scenario we played as one to play with mates on an evening. Absolutely, this one. I think it's really good fun to play and then flip sides and play again and see if you can beat the other person's score.
And I mean, we did actually, before we purchased a Weathertop, we did play it just with sort of basic ruins. Yeah. And you can sort of, build them in sort of the same thing.
Yeah, you can approximate it really easily.
It is great having kind of like the height difference, I think, is really important.
Sadly, Frodo didn't get them up the stairs.
I was going for the stairs. I thought it'd be fun, but then the ring wraiths were catching.
Very rude.
But, having those sort of really restricted movements, it just makes it much more interesting, because otherwise, to be fair, I mean, in a straight up fight, the hobbits might still come out on top, but
it's that one dice on the wraiths. You just the one dice in combat. You just don't know what you stand equal chance of, I guess, slightly more than equal because you've got a higher fight value, but it's basically 50-50 dice off who's going to win on a one-to-one dice against like Pippin against like the Witch King, which is bonkers, but that's how it's balanced, I suppose. I suppose one thing to mention is we have played this we play tested it in the old edition. Things like, I didn't even bother trying to cast magic on Aragorn because we know from experience, we played a game with Aragorn, that he's now just base resistant to magic and the Ring of Barra here.
And free will.
And
might.
And might every turn that he could use to buff his will saves or whatever. It's just he's very good. He's now got hand and a half, so he can get that 6 to wound down to a 5.
It's a huge difference.
The heroic strength.
Heroic strength just... He's basically just set up to kill ring wraiths.
He can jump to we didn't do it in this game, but he can jump to a 4 to wound with heroic strength, and then a 2-hand he can go to a 3 to wound.
Go to a 3.
Plus all the might he has. Yeah. So he could just get through them very quickly if he gets set up right. Sam, I think, we saw in the game, I tried to transfix him a few times purely because that 2 dice against even the Witch King or something, throwing 2 dice to my 1 is really huge benefit.
Yeah, I mean, when you've got no dice modification, you can be the Witch King of Angmar, and you'll just be like, oh,
Terror of the North
I rolled a 3
versus a Gamgee. I mean,
great.
I would pack a Gamgee out any day, but
we didn't actually have a chance to use the frying pan.
No.
Did consider it at one point, and then realised that it just stops you from moving, not from doing anything else. So they'd still be able to do some annoying magic, something like that. So. Stuck with trying to kill a ring wraith. And as we saw with Sam's final success of rolling 2 6s in a row,
didn't need it.
he can do it. He can kill a ring wraith.
Why not? Yeah, it was a really interesting game. I think it was great. I think it was actually a flip on previously the race have really struggled in combat, but have done okay at magic. This time the magic really whiffed. Generally. Whereas they were all right in combat. I mean, they killed Merry just with a straight up 1 wound, which is really surprising. Often, and they have 2 fate now, which is far stronger.
Yeah, I mean, that was unfortunate.
The amount of times with previous games, won a fight against Merry or Pippin, rolled 1 dice to wound and just failed several times in a row. So yeah, the melee was surprisingly good, which is it's nice to see. The dice knew what was going.
Yeah.
We're on to recovery, perhaps one of the most exciting parts of Quest of the Ringbearer. You do have a dead Merry, a very wounded Pippin with 0 fate. You have a mightless Aragorn with only 2 will. He spent a will. Frodo has spent all his might and his will, but is fresh elsewise, and Sam has spent 1 might and has taken a wound.
Yeah. As I think we explained...
and Merry and Pippin have both spent fate.
We explained at the start, though, the next scenario, the entire Fellowship starts without might.
Yeah, because they're tired.
And Frodo starts without fate, which is a shame because he's got 3.
Yes, you didn't spend any this game. Oh well.
But so we're going to do the recoveries first. I think we should start with Merry because he's dead.
Yeah, surviving the journey roll. So he's dead, as it were. You roll a d6. On a 1, he's dead. 2 to 3, wounded. 4 up, recovered. However, because good 1, you gain +1, so he can't die. So let's roll, see what you get. Big 6. He didn't even need the winning. So he recovers as normal, regains a wound.
So Merry's all right.
I guess you can roll recovering strength now.
We haven't also, though, just the Bravest Companion and the Fool of the Took.
Yeah, that affects what your recovery rolls are. So now you get to recover strength. I think the Bravest Companion is probably pretty obvious.
I think it's Sam. I mean, there's not really any debate.
He got debuffed courage twice and still made his charges. He pulled off a heroic combat with his special rule. Killed a wraith on a double 6, no help needed with might.
Yeah, and fought the Witch King twice.
Fought the Witch King to a standstill and basically and resisted every transfix thrown at him. So 100%.
The son of Hamfast was not going anywhere, was he?
No. He, get back, you devils, he says in the film.
I mean, I don't think he actually needs the Bravest Companion because he can get a wound back and that's about it.
No, he spent a might. So
yeah, but he won't get it anyway.
True, yeah, that's true. So yes, he doesn't need it, but there's.
So what does he get? He rolls a 1.
You won the scenario, so you get to re-roll it.
Okay.
You can re-roll it.
I think I might as well.
You might as well.
Oh, he's got a 5.
5.
So yeah, he gets that wound back, and he would restore his might as well. Hooray! Good work.
He does, and then he just
work,
uses
Sam.
it. He uses it all finding Athelas.
Yeah, it's a mighty task.
It's a mighty task.
Those roots dig deep, hold strong.
Frodo,
yeah, let's see.
D3.
It's just a D3.
He's a fellow adventurer.
Oh, just 1. So he's got 1 wheel back.
You can re-roll it.
Oh yeah, I think I will.
Yeah, there's no point not. Oh, a 2 again.
2 again.
Okay. So 1 will, I guess.
1 will. Yeah, there's no point in anything else.
Nope. Merry and Pippin?
Well, yeah, but Fool of a Took?
Oh, yes. It was a difficult decision, a longish decision. No one was particularly foolish, but I think potentially Merry, because he failed 2 fate rolls from 1 wound and died straight away in his first combat. Second combat, actually.
I mean, he did resist magic before.
He resisted magic, and he did 1 round of combat, which he then won.
He was blocking for his friend, but yeah, I mean,
compared as an average for the Fellowship, the rest of them performed up here, and he performed down here. This is the baseline, and it's not his fault. He performed pretty averagely.
Yeah.
But compared to everyone else, he's the fool.
Compared to everyone else,
and I just think. Just so at least you have some negatives to next mission.
Well, I mean, Frodo's only got 1 will.
It's fine. He's all right. So if he's Fool of a Took, there are no recovery. He goes back up to 1 wound after dying.
That's it, but no
fate.
fate.
Has no fate for next mission.
So then we've got Pippin, who, let's see. Oh, yeah, he gets both of his fate back.
Big old
with
3.
A 5 there.
5.
And Aragorn also really has only spent... I mean, he's spent all of his might, but he won't have it.
He spent 4 resources, as it were.
Yeah, so let's see. Yep. Yeah, he would go back to, 2 might, 3 will with that roll, because that's a 3.
Or you could give yourself 3 might.
All the might,
2
but
will.
I won't.
You won't, no.
So, yeah, he's on will 3 for the start of the next scenario.
Well, that's disappointing, but understandable. That's Merry as a Fool of a Took and Sam as Bravest Companion. I can't remember. We're going back a little while now. I can't remember if Sam has been Bravest Companion yet. He might have been. Merry certainly has been.
Merry has done good work in the past.
Yeah,
this was,
disappointing result.
Not his usual strengths.
Well, you can't compete at the top of the league continuously. Sometimes you're going to have an off season.
You can only fight so many ring wraiths.
Exactly.
Before you become the ring wraith.
Well, yeah, that would be interesting. So. That is Weathertop. That is the second of our Weathertop missions. We have done a little hobby vlog going over how we built and painted the Glorious Forge World kit. If you are interested, keep an eye out for that. We say goodbye to... No, sorry, we don't. We have one more mission with Ring Race coming up next.
We've got the final Ring Wraith mission for quite a while now.
Yeah, then they disappear for a little while, presuming Good win. Obviously, we're not
Well, yes,
presupposing
I mean-
anything, but if they do win, they will make it on to Rivendell.
Yeah.
We have Flight to the Ford. There will be a scenario bonus for good next mission, but we'll go over that next mission. Final thoughts? How did you find battling over Amon Sul?
Oh, I mean, I'd hesitate to say 100% worth it, but 100% worth it.
102% worth it, I think.
It just looks so great.
Yeah.
It's just so much fun to see like just an epic terrain piece like that.
Yeah. It's a really good scenario on a really good terrain piece. The miniatures are classic as well.
Yeah.
There's some miniature, not swapping, I don't know what the right word is. We've been updating the miniatures as we go through the quest campaign. If you do notice what we've changed, please pop it in the comments below, because it'd be great to see if anyone noticed. But thematic, we'll give you a hint of the models match the scenarios thematically.
Yeah, well, I mean,
Keep it vague.
this one definitely, but yeah.
This one definitely. So if you do notice what was different about this scenario, pop it in the comments down below. We've been really loving hearing from you guys, all the comments you've been leaving. It's great. You guys seem to be enjoying it, and we're going to crack on some point very soon with Flight to the Ford, and we'll see you in the next mission. Thanks and goodbye.